everybody, it's Carla with Cobweb Corner and welcome to FlossTube number 85. It is August 9th, 2023, and this is a channel about cross stitch, my personal stitching, some of my other crafting, and my online cross stitch shop, Cobweb Corner at cobwebcorner.com. Welcome. I hope you enjoy the video. It's been 3 or 4 weeks since my last video, and during this whole time, my husband has been gone. He left, it'll be 3 weeks ago last Sunday, and he drove out to Seattle to see my daughter and stay with her and do some work on their new 100 plus year old house that they just recently purchased. And it needed a bunch of electrical work, and my husband is very, very handy in that. And he and my daughter's boyfriend worked for pretty much 3 weeks, 2.5 to 3 weeks, doing all kinds of house projects. Saved them a boatload of money. If they would have had to hire to have it done, they got a lot done. And he is now on his way home. I think he's going to end up in Grand Forks tonight to visit his mom. So I've been alone for almost 4 weeks. By the time he gets home, he'll either be home Friday or Saturday night. It will have been 4 weeks. So it's been kind of weird. I'm really glad I have my cats here to talk to. And I really haven't left the house much. I did get out and went to, there's a group that gets together once a month and does quilting. And I took my cross stitch and went for the first time and had a really, really good time meeting some new people and getting out of the house. And I've been stitching a lot. I actually have some progress to show you guys, and I've been watching lots of movies, especially movies that like I can bawl my head off without my husband sitting next to me saying, "You're crying, really?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm crying." So it's been good. It's been different, and I'm ready for him to come home. But it went fine, and I've gotten a lot done. So I'm looking at my notes here. Let's just jump right in. Haul. The only haul I got is my Black Needle Society box, and it was a fun box. It was kind of bees and flowers and stuff. I have canceled my membership just because it was getting a little bit repetitive. I'm going to miss it when it's done. But I had done an annual membership, and I have 1 or 2 boxes left, I think. So what I got was these bee and kind of honeycomb floss tags. They're really nice. They're nice and sturdy, and they came in this kind of little burlap sack. I got some bee colored flosses from Bestitch Me. It's a really nice. I'm going to have to maybe stop and turn my light down. It's a little bit bright. We'll see if I hold it over here. That's pretty good. And actually it's making, I have a bad eye. I have 2 bad eyes, actually. My left one's been acting up, but when I have a really bright light, which my ring light is real bright, it causes a blind spot in my in my eyesight. So when I'm looking at you guys, I'm seeing this big black spot. So that's never good. This says people say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day, and it is a ruler. Hope you find where to start. This one is Tangy Honey Mustard Dip, which actually sounds really good, from Cherry Orchard Foods. It's a cheese ball mix. That was in the box. And this one, I need to look this one up. This is by Trishia Soap. It's bee pollen and turmeric clay mask. So it's a face mask. And I am going to have to turn that light down. Hang on. Okay, that's better. All right, then we got a pair of bee socks, which I actually love. And we got a shopping, oh no, my favorite thing, my needle minder I just dropped. Oh, I got it all wrinkled. This is a reusable shopping bag. It says Be Calm and Stitch. I actually really like that. And let me grab my needle minder, because my favorite thing out of these boxes is the needle minders, and it's this queen bee honeycomb and bee needle binder. I really like that. Then we got a tiny modernist chart. It says a day without a friend is like a pot without a single drop of honey left inside. Isn't that cool? And then we got the fabric to stitch that on, and that is by Color and Cotton, and I ordered a 28 count even weave. So that was a lot of fun. I do really like the Black Needle Society boxes. It just got to, it's kind of expensive, and I've been doing it. I think this is my 3rd year, so I did it for quite a while, and I am going to miss them when they stop coming because they are really fun to get in the mail. So that came, and that's really all I got for haul. But I have done a ton of stitching. So I got out my Halloween cat by Satsuma Street, and all I had done, I think the last time I showed you guys, I brought this to my group on Monday, and I didn't get as much. I was there for like 4 hours, and I didn't get as much done as I thought, but I have made progress. I've got the bottom part of the cat done, and then I was just working off one page, and the moon ended here, so I stitched the moon and started the little color on this. This chart has a lot of different colors. There's the color list. So it's got quite a few. It's one of those where you're changing color. Well, you can color stitch pretty well, but there's like 5 shades of blues and purples, and 4 or 5 shades of pinks and reds. But it's going good, and I'm really glad to get working on that again. So I don't know if I'll continue to work on that at home or if that'll just be my travel piece. It won't get done by this Halloween. Pretty sure about that. Then I'm just going to go ahead and share it. I am working on a design of my own, and I should do a sneak peek. I'll do a sneak peek. So this is what I've got so far. I've got more than that done, but that's what I'll show you so far. So this is what I worked on this last week, was the willow tree. And I'm stitching that in Weeks Dye Works I don't know what color it is off the top of my head, but it really does make the leaves nice and variegated. So I don't know when that'll be done, when I'll have that available, but I've been working on that. And then before I get on to my big one, I have been working on quilting this panel, and the only thing I did for quilting this whole last month was add one border to this panel. So I still have this white border, and then I still have to piece together I have all of the 2-inch squares cut for this, but I haven't pieced them together. But I do have the dark border on, and that is this. So it's got the Salem Witches Quilt Show, or what is it called? Salem Quilt Show is the fabric panel. There's the main one. So I just have one more big border. I think it's like a 4-inch border to put on, and then the 2-inch squares border. But I've got to piece those together. I've got them. I just need to sit down at my machine and make the border and get it done. And then I don't know, I'll probably have to see if I can find some. I would like to really get that done. There's no excuse to not have that done by Halloween, but it probably won't be. Then what I really worked on, because I have been stitching a ton, is I'm working on Dressmaker's Daughter by Mirabilia. And last time I showed you guys, I had just finished one side. I'd finished like the purple up there and down one side of the purple, and maybe not even all the way down. And I've got all of the purple done and have started on the dress. And it is so pretty, you guys. It's so, so, so pretty. So, and then this will go pretty quick. Once I get into the bottom part of the dress, that light turquoise there, it's all one color. So that part won't take long at all. It's really, a lot of her designs have lots of colors in them, but there's not a lot of continual color changes. But so I'm really excited about that. It's absolutely beautiful. And we've talked in my last few videos, I've asked you guys about stitching the words. So each dress is a season. So it says winter, spring, summer, and autumn. And I've talked about leaving those off. And most of the people have said, yeah, leave the words off and don't even stitch them. But I've been thinking about translating them to French. The person I'm making this for is French, and I lived in France for 2 years, and I kind of think it would be really cool. The problem is most of the words would fit. Summer is only a 3-letter word. Été. Autumn is spelled very, very similar to autumn in our language. It's about the same length. Winter is about the same length, but spring is printemps. It's Printmps, Temps, Printemps. So that's a lot of letters. And I'm not sure I can make it fit. So I don't know. That's way, 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 way down the road. I'll stitch everything and then decide what to do about the words. But so that's been my main focus. And because I am a pretty monogamous stitcher, and I really want to finish this piece. So that may be what you see for the next 57 videos. Then I had ordered, at least 2 or 3 months ago, I had ordered the bead packet for Dressmaker's Daughter. I haven't listed it in my shop yet, but there will be 2 available in my shop. But let's just say there's a lot of beads on this design. So this is the bead packet and these are doubled. So these have fallen down. So they're 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 20, 24 different packets of beads and treasures. And this might be a good time to say I have never done a design with beading before. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. These are size 8 beads. They're pretty big. I hope they look good. I would like to see a finished design with all the beads. All the other ones are the delicas, the really tiny beads, and I don't know. We'll see. But I'm like, that's probably the biggest bead pack I have ever had for sale in my shop. It's just ginormous. So we'll see. So I pulled one of those for me, and I'll use that in a few years when I get to that. So that's it for stitching. It doesn't, it's not a lot to share, but I actually stitched for hours and hours and hours, and I've really enjoyed it. I've been listening to audiobooks while I stitch, and I am on book number 11 of the Wheel of Time series. And each of those books is like 27, 30 hours long. And I think I stitched enough this month to finish one of the books, and I'm 2 or 3 hours into another one. So I really have been stitching a lot. And the books are great. There's 14 books, I think, in the series, and all 14 are narrated by the same 2 people, one man and one woman, which I really like. I really like the continuity of the narrators in the books. So that's it for works in progress. No full finishes and no finishes. Sorry, guys. That doesn't happen. When we do finishes and full finishes, it's like a big celebration on this channel. So I'm going to read my great aunt's journal. So if you want to skip ahead, just skip ahead 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 5, I don't know. For those of you who are new, I've been reading my great aunt, did a weeks-long trip in 1939, and she wrote a travel journal, and I've been reading one day of the journal in each episode. So real briefly, she started in Chicago, drove up to Duluth, then they went from Duluth to Bemidji, and today, this is going to be kind of hard to see, but we are starting, so this is Duluth here, Duluth, Minnesota, and they're going, and then they went to Bemidji, and then today we're going to go from Bemidji all the way to Minot, North Dakota, with stops in mentions of Devil's Lake, Crookston. She goes from Bemidji to Crookston, Minnesota, to Grand Forks, to Devil's Lake, to Church's Ferry, and then to Minot. Those are the towns that are mentioned in this day's journal. So they drove quite a ways. So again, this isn't your thing, just skip. And I'm going to read August 29th, 1939. It's a Tuesday, and it's their day to go to Minot, North Dakota. It is really fun to wake up in Minnesota any morning, but this morning it was unusually comforting, for we could peek out of our windows and see beautiful Lake Bemidji in all her tranquility, basking in the warm sunshine. It was so quiet too. I don't think there was a stir in or near the camp. We wished that we could stay longer, and while we were packing the car, we talked of possibilities of returning here for a vacation sometime. 7:30 by the clock found us on Route 2 and on our way to Grand Forks, where we crossed the state line at 10 o'clock. So they went from Minnesota to North Dakota. We continued to drive through small timbered country with patches of land cleared off for farming. The grain, much of it was ready for threshing. The corn was very small, about a foot high. We saw no chickens, few cattle, and no gardens. We couldn't help but wonder on what people lived. The country seemed to improve as we neared Crookston. The oats were stacked in this locality. Near Fisher, we saw fields of mangoes. And that just blows me away. I had read this earlier, and I couldn't believe that she said they sell mangoes in North Dakota. So if anybody knows about mangoes in North Dakota, let me know. Anyway, so the oats were stacked in this locality, and near Fisher, we saw fields of mangoes. At Grand Forks, North Dakota, the land became decidedly level, and much of it is barren and sandy. Many of the farm places were deserted. As we neared Devil's Lake, we ran into some rain. It would rain hard for only a few minutes, and then the sun would shine as hot as ever. We had been looking for a place to eat for a while, but we could find no shade. As we neared Devil's Lake, the thought struck us that there would surely be shade there, so we drove on in great anticipation. It was dreadfully hot in Devil's Lake and no trees in sight. I went to a national store to buy lunch meat, beans, and bread. The clerk told me that we should find a nice picnic ground about 12 miles west on our route. We found the spot 30 miles instead of 12. We opened a gate and walked a little way. The grasshoppers were numerous, but we welcomed the dry grass, thin shade, and nice, cool breeze. Our lunch consisted of baked beans, pressed ham sandwiches, and coffee. It tasted very good. I noticed that we had driven 233 miles by the time we ate lunch, but we were a little late. We saw more activity in the early afternoon. Threshing was being done. They make small straw stacks all over the field. The rest of the afternoon wasn't so pleasant. From Church's Ferry, for 25 miles, we had gravel with some detours. At Rugby, it rained again, and we bought gas. Mother cashed a check at a filling station. Had more gravel and rough road. The corn was only about a foot high in this part of the state. There seemed to be a lot of hay. We were anxious to see Minot, for we had heard so much about it through our cousins, the Teets. We entered the city about 4:30. As we drove in, our car started to sputter and miss. We located a cabin on Highway 2 on the edge of the city. We made inquiry about the Teets family from the attendant. He knew them and called Frank's, which was the husband of the family. After supper, Frank and his grandson, Kenneth, came and got Mother and me. Then Kenneth went back and took Wes and the car to the Ford garage. It proved to be only a minor difficulty, which required the screen to be cleaned. Wes came out to the house for a few minutes, and then Gladys's husband took Wes back to the garage to get the car, and then they came back. We had a most enjoyable time. They served ice cream and cookies. We met Laura and her family, Gladys and her husband, and the two girls. Gladys's husband works in the post office in Minot, so Wes had a pal to shop with. My great uncle Wes also worked for the post office. Minot is a pretty town. Roosevelt Park is located across the street from our cabin camp. Minot has many pretty parks and interesting zoo, where we could see several buffalo grazing in the park. There seemed to be much activity in Minot. It is the trade capital for a large area, including all northwest North Dakota and northeast Montana. The principal industry is the milling of flour. The second important industry is the making of butter. Premium wheat is grown around Minot. One of the largest, I'm going to say this wrong. I was going to look it up before I started. Lignite, Lignite, strip mines in the world is located near the city. One of the few remaining herds of buffalo is on the Parker Ranch near Minot. It was about 10 o'clock when we returned to our cabin. We were glad that we had come to Minot and that we got to see the Teets family so well situated. Expenses for the day. Gas in Rugby, North Dakota, 10 gallons, $2.09. Gas in Pleasant Lake, 2 gallons, 42 cents. Groceries at Devil's Lake, that would have been, I think, the ham, the beans, and bread, was 30 cents. Butter in Minot, 14 cents. The car repair, $1. That one blew me away. They took their car to a Ford garage and they were charged $1. Cabin in Minot for the night, $2. Total expenses for the day, $5.95. They drove 365 miles. The car registered 3,900 miles this evening. Wes drove the forenoon and I drove the afternoon. So that is day 5. So I'm getting quite a few comments from you guys about the expenses, and it's just crazy. But that I was really, as I was reading that, I'm like, boy, I wonder if she put down what it cost to get the car repaired. And when it said $1, I was like, oh my gosh. That's kind of amazing. All right, giveaways for last time. So giveaways for last time. If you win, if I say your name, my email address is down below. You need to contact me by email, and you must put FlossTube winner in the subject line. Otherwise, it might get missed. I'm going to need your name and address, where you want it mailed to, and please tell me what you won so that I make sure to send the right thing. So the first thing was this magnetic needle minder. You had to use the word point, and 27 people commented that they would like this. And the winner is Pat Quilt B77. The next one was this set of cards, set L by It's So Emma. 21 people said they'd like that, and the winner is Kathleen Nalon, Nalon. The next one is My Guilty Pleasures chart by Mama Witch Cross Stitch. You had to use the word guilty. 24 people were interested in this, and the winner is Pat Wiggers. The next one is a pre-owned copy of Search the Sky by Waxing Moon Designs, and this was donated by one of my customers who very, very generously donated 2 more of these giveaways. You had to use the word sky. 30 people were interested in this, and the winner is Julie Hart. The next one is Christmas Favorites by Imaginating, designed by Diane Arthurs. And this was a donated chart. You had to use the word favorites, plural. There were 18 people interested in this, and the winner is Yanada Jinghua, and I hope I said that right. The last one was the Caroling with Santa, also donated, and you had to use the word Santa, and there were 11 people interested in this, and the winner is Cindy Flinchbaugh. All right, so please contact me, or I will offer those up for sale, or up for giveaways in future videos. Okay, business topics. First of all, there is a virtual buyer's market the weekend of August 25th, where a bunch of designers will be releasing new market releases. It's virtual in that we attend, the buyers, the store shop owners attend over kind of like a Zoom chat kind of thing. And they're a lot of fun, but we don't have to travel to go and physically be there to make our purchases. I am going to be attending the market, but I'm not going to take official pre-orders. However, if there is something that you're hoping I'm going to purchase during the market that you see on social media, either on a YouTube channel or Instagram or Facebook, and you're hoping that I will carry it in the shop, please send me an email. My email's down below. Tell me the designer name and the name of the chart that you're hoping I'll carry. And then I'll let you know. I'm not going to be purchasing from every single designer. I'm going to be pretty picky about what I buy. But if I get enough people interested in a single design or a single designer, I will make sure to purchase a few of those. So then next stitch along. So if you've been a follower of mine for a while, you know I work very closely with Helen D. She's another FlossTube stitcher. She is an amazing woman, and we have had a number of stitch alongs that we've done together, and we already she has announced, it's been probably 3 weeks ago, she announced the next stitch along. We are working with Barbie, and before the video started I tried to find out the correct pronunciation of Barbie's last name, but nobody got back to me. So it's either Barbie Tingley or Barbie Tingley, Tingley. And she is the designer for Pedal Pusher. And she is also just the sweetest gal. And she has agreed to let us use her design, Freaky Fair Isle. So this is the design. She originally designed this, I think, for a retreat of some kind, or some kind of exclusive type of thing, and it was stitched on black perforated paper, and it's stitched using a single color of Weeks Dye Works floss, but then they also stitched it up on fabric to show you the difference. It is an amazing design. I love how right here she put little bats in the bat wings. I just love this. So the stitch along, the name of the chart is Freaky Fair Isle. And the stitch along, we would be already shipping them, but we're waiting for the black perforated paper to be delivered. And Helen has all the information, so I will put Helen's link to Helen's channel down below, and if you watch any of her recent videos, she will talk about this. I'll also put, we are in the process of soliciting interest, and so far over 200 people have said they would like to stitch this. I will put down below, there's a form to fill out, so that if you're interested in stitching along and want to be notified when the supplies are for sale on my site, you can fill out the form. Let me know. It will be available in PDF and printed version, and you will be able to purchase a half a sheet of the black perforated paper. And then this is the floss. You'll need 2 skeins. I've got hair hanging on me. 2 skeins of Weeks Dye Works Ultraviolet, and I have already bought 300 skeins of this, so I've got enough for. Not everybody has indicated. You can say whether you need the floss or not. You may want to stitch in black or a different color of your choice. Lots of questions. The basic price. So the way it's going to work is from Cobweb Corner, you'll be able to purchase the chart, the Weeks Dye Works floss, and a half a sheet of black perforated paper, which is enough to do the design once. If you do that, you'll also get once we start the sales, Helen will provide a coupon code that will give you 10% off all 3 of those items when you purchase. If you purchase the paper, the floss, and the chart, and you have the 10% coupon, it will be under $15 for everything together. We've had a number of other questions. Can I buy more than a half a sheet of black perforated paper? At this time, the answer to that question is no. And the reason is we're having a really hard time sourcing the paper. The only place to get the paper wholesale is from Wichelt, and I've ordered 25 packages from them, but I ordered it 3.5 weeks ago and they haven't shipped it yet. So it's not like I can order some, get it in, and then if we need more, order it again and get it in right away. Their ordering, their processing of orders is anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks out. So we had to kind of guess on how much we're gonna need. And right now, I have enough to cover everybody who's filled out the form with a half a sheet of black paper with enough for a little bit of wiggle room. After the stitch along is over, if you want to come back and buy more black perforated paper, I'll have the rest of the black perforated paper for sale. It comes in packages of 2 sheets. So anyway, I'm kind of rambling. If you go to Helen's site, she has both of these that she shows in person. Other questions we've had, what will not be included, will not be selling the charm or the ribbon. So if you want to finish it like this, you'll have to provide those on your own. And then as far as fabric, Helen talks about some different fabric choices and different ways to finish, and how much you need and stuff like that, I think. But I will not be selling any specific fabric. I'm going to do it the way Barbie originally kitted it up, which was with the black perforated paper. But the link down below has a form for you to express your interest in joining the stitch along. And then you'll also be notified as soon as, if you fill that form out, you'll get an email notifying you when everything goes on sale. We're hoping, I placed the order for the perforated paper July 19th. So it's only been 3 weeks. We're hoping to get I'm really hoping they ship next week, which would be 4 weeks. As soon as I get that in, we'll open up sales. And we're not planning on starting to stitch. The official start date right now is September 12th, which is plenty of time. It's a very small design, only one color. It's 105 by 38. And it's only one color of thread, so it's going to be a very quick stitch. If we need to push back that official start date, we think we'll still have plenty of time for you to finish that before Halloween. So it's going to be really fun, and I'm really excited about working with Barbie from Pedal Pusher and sending some, having some exposure to her for the fabulous designs that she does. I think I got another one of her designs in my new inventory here. Okay, new giveaways. Let's talk about new giveaways. So, new giveaways. If you're interested in any of the items I show and would like to try to win those, you must be a subscriber to the channel. You must be 18 years old or older so I can legally ask for your mailing address. And you need to use the word in a comment, but don't use the word giveaway. And I'll tell you what word to use for each item. So let's see. The first giveaway is going to be the set of 2 things. It's a copy of Ghouls Only by Imaginating, designed by Gail Bussey. And I don't know what that is on there. A little post-it. And along with that is these Halloween stitching labels that I had gotten in one of my Black Needle Society boxes. So you'll get both of these. And if you are interested in that, use the word labels. L-A-B-E-L-S. Plural, labels. I had to go look up how to spell label. I knew it was E-L-S, but I'm like, maybe it's L-E-S. Yeah, Very senior moment there. Okay, on the Halloween theme, we've got two little knickknacks here. We've got this little zipper pull that says "Stitch Please," and then this floss holder that says "Spooky Stitchery." So you get both of these. Let's use the word zipper, Z-I-P-P-E-R, for those two things. Then a donated chart that is in brand new condition. This is Twin Peaks Snowman 2021. Use the word snowman. Another donated chart in brand new condition. This is from the Joy, Love, Hope banner from the 2021 Stony Creek kind of mini series, and this is the love part of it. So if you had all three charts, you could make a banner, but obviously you can stitch this one. So let's use the word love. Then I have a brand new copy of Beauty Fades by Trishia Ct, which was a recent market release, and this had been shipped to a customer who purchased it, and the package got pushed in. It was like something fell on top of it, and there was a big kind of dent in the middle of the package, and she wanted to return it because it was damaged, but actually you can't even hardly see it. There's a little tiny crease right here that I don't think I can even make show up. And then, but it's there. There is a little tiny crease which is where the whatever fell on the package hit. And each page, I don't know. To me, each page has just a little tiny curve or bend right here. Again, where that package got hit. So to me, it's in almost brand new condition, but I wanted to make you aware of that so that you don't think it gets damaged, that it got damaged during shipping. So if you're interested in this, use the word beauty, B-E-A-U-T-Y, and it says, youth is but a fleeting, youth is fleeting and beauty fades, but a woman who fears the Lord, she shall be praised. So use the word beauty. And then I've got two stitchy tools. These were both in Black Needle Society boxes that I received. This one is a floss winder, and the way it works is you take your floss and you wrap it around here, and then you cut it on this indentation here, and it will give you equally sized pieces of floss. And it's by made by Union Woodworking for Stacy Stitches Creative Studios, and you can go to their website and learn exactly how to use it. And then along with that is these thread holders. There's a package of, I don't know, maybe four or five in there, by Maker Susan. So use the word thread and you'll get both of those items. All right, that is it for that. I have got some really fun, so we're going to go on to new giveaways. Or not new giveaways. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am like just I don't know. It's like I can't think straight. I guess I'm trying to go too fast. Okay, so we're going to do new inventory. So this is inventory that has never been, it's not necessarily brand new releases, but it's inventory that has never been in my shop before. If you want to see other videos where I show inventory, if you go to my YouTube page, I have a playlist of restock videos, and those are very short videos where I show best-selling cross stitch that's back in stock. On my FlossTube videos, I almost only show inventory that's never been in the shop before. So this will be a first. And I've got quite a bit. A lot of it's duplicates, but okay, let's jump in. Just listed these today. This is a Fractor Love Sampler by Modern Folk Embroidery. And look at these long-necked, long birds and how they frame that heart with the love. Really, really like that. So that's a Fractor Love Sampler. America Sampler by the Calico Confectionery. I have really, really started to like Calico Confectionery's designs. And this one says, America, America, God shed his grace on thee. Got a few of those. Then brand new by Kitty and Me Designs is Salem. It's in the Colorful Cat series. It's really, really, really cool. I love that series by her. That's from Pamela Kellogg as the designer. Shannon Christine Designs. Christmas stamp collection. You can stitch each of these as little miniatures, or you can stitch them all together as one design. Then another one from Calico Confectionery. I really like this design. It's called Shine On Harvest Moon. It's an autumn sampler, and it's got this wonderful moon up here, and then this beautiful alphabet border in autumn colors, fall colors, and then it's got this pumpkin patch. I just really, really like that one. So that's Shine On Harvest Moon. Also by Calico Confectionery is Flag and Fireworks Banner. By Shannon Christine Designs is Red, White, Bloom. And then I've got the new Gothic Halloween by Twin Peaks Primitives. Look at these designs, you guys. And these are all stitched in DMC 310. So you can stitch them in any color you want. But here's just another look. Same designs. Another look. So this is Gothic Halloween 2023. And I've only got like 4 of those. Then another one I found from Calico Confectionery. I love this design. It is just so unique. It is called Halloween Game Board. I'm going to take it out so it doesn't shine in the light. Look at this. Isn't that cool? It's got all these icons, motifs around the sides. It says tricks, question mark, or treats, question mark. And then the inside has the same motifs as the side, but it also spells words like it has October goes over this way, down this way. It spells October. Then it spells 31st, goes this way. And it spells boo. And I think that's the only words. But isn't that cool? So I don't know what the finished design says. So it's 191 by 191 stitches. This was stitched on either 32 count over 2 or 16 count. And it was in a 13 by 13 inch picture frame. So that would be what the size would be. I love that design. I think that is so, so neat. And I've got like 4 of those is all I have available of those. Okay. Another new one that I just entered today is Celebrate Cross Stitch by Madame Chantilly. This is really fun. She has a whole Celebrate series, which is on the tiered plates. It's not a cake plate, like a tea plate type of thing. And it's got a cross stitch hoop, fabric. It says cross stitch lover like a blackboard. It's got 2 little white kitties. It's got a girl stitching. It's got floss skeins and then floss that is on floss cards. It's got a pin cushion up here and a pair of scissors. It's just got all kinds of things. So that is Celebrate Cross Stitch. Also by Madame Chantilly is Halloween Can. This is a new design. It's got the black cat in a can of pumpkins. Then, sorry, trying to grab too many here. By Yasmin's Made with Love, Queen Bee. Isn't that beautiful? So, so, so pretty. The new designer to the site. Luminous Fiber Arts Gathering Stitches. This is release number 2 of Days of Christmas Past, and what this is the frame. You stitch this part on perforated paper. You get these 3 designs. This is volume 2. Volume 1 was released in the market, March Nashville market, and I have the charms that are shown here. See if you can see those. And the charm packs are also available. I have 4 or 5 of the charm packs left, and there are enough charms in there. This is going to be a series of 3, so there'll be a total of 9 different ornament frames when she's done, and the charms should be enough charms in the pack to do all 3 sets. That's what they said anyway. So that is volume 2. I have 1 left of Barbie's design Fresh Picked Sunflowers. This is by Petal Pusher. She also has Fresh Picked Lavender. That was a market release. And then this is just stunning. I just love this design. This is from Rosewood Manor. It's called Peace Tree and Believe. And look at this design, you guys. It is just stunning. Karen Kluba, I mean, her designs are amazing. And if you haven't stitched a lot of Rosewood Manor, there's almost always a bonus chart. So the other chart that you get with this one is Believe. And then what she'll also do a lot of times is she'll show examples of how to use parts. She has a section on a lot of her charts called Be Creative, and she'll show you how to take a part of a chart and use it in a different way. But if I wasn't working on Dressmaker's Daughter, I would start this. I think it is just stunning. New by Tiny Modernist is Ornament Series Parts 1 through 4. So you get all 4 of those. Number 8 in the Snowman Collectors Series by Cottage Garden Samplers is the Farmer. Perfect for October, fall time. New by Sister Lou Stitches is Let Freedom Bark. Only have 1 of those left. New by Jardin Privé is Dame Nature de l'Automne. Means a lady of nature's lady, or lady of nature for autumn. By Yasmin's Made with Love is Summer Bouquet. I love those whimsical flowers and the colors in there. And also Spring Bouquet. New by Waxing Moon Designs is Autumn Barn Trio. Sorry for the glare, guys. New by Jan Hicks Creates is number 7 in her Vintage Christmas Alphabet series. This is Peace and Quiet. So the letters P and Q. And her entire series is stitched with just 3 colors of DMC floss. DMC 319, 729, and 498. Also by Yasmin's Made with Love. I love this one. It's called Peacock Quaker. Isn't that beautiful? Get it over here. It is just, that's so pretty. Okay. It's been a while, so I have a lot of charts to show you guys. New by Tiny Modernist, A Stitcher's Heart. And it says, a stitcher's heart is ever full when needles pierce and threads pull. Ye Old Noel by Heartstring Samplery. Heartstring Samplery. And it's just a beautiful sampler. I think she did it. It was based on a original sampler. Yes, it says it's a antique sampler adaptation. And then she put the word Noel in here. It's really pretty. Pick Your Poison by, sorry, I need to read these before I show them to you guys. Erin Elizabeth Designs, Pick Your Poison. This would be so cool if you had a bar area in your house to have this up during Halloween to show all the different cocktails. Also by Erin Elizabeth Designs, Red, White, and Blue Smalls. Sea Cross Stitcher by Madame Chantilly. Got the mermaid, and then it has the crab holding the floss. From Nora Corbett, new to Cobweb Corner, is Paper Magnolia. This is from the Pedal Pushers series. Sunrise Greenhouse. This is from the Winter Greenhouse series. Nora Corbett is the designer for Mirabilia, and she releases a whole bunch of designs that are exclusive. They're under the Nora Corbett name that are only available if the cross stitch shops order from Witchelt. It's the only place we can buy them. This is Ruffle Fern. This is part of the Pedal Pushers series. Water Reeds from the Pond Pixies series. And Lotus from the Pond Pixie series. And then I think I have some bead packets to show you for those two. A new fabric that I got, new color, is Riviera Aqua from Witchelt, and I have that in 16 count and I think 32 count. And I think I got this because one of the new Barbara Anna designs is stitched on this color. New from Hands On Design and Summer House Stitchworks is the Between Friends a summer sampling, and this is a booklet. It's with contributions from both designers. It includes Fresh from the Garden, Garden Proverbs, Picnic Plaid, the Garden Journal, Vintage Seed, and Love Gifts. So here's all the designs in that booklet. So you get both designs from both Summer House Stitchworks and Hands On Design. New from Barbara Anna is Gothic Lights. And then I've got a few copies of the 2023 Halloween magazine. There are a lot of good designs in this one, you guys. Let's see, I'll just hold this up quick. So there are a total of, well, there's over 50, and they've divided it into 6 frightfully fun chapters. So kind of categories. You've got Haunted Happenings, Spooky Creatures, Home for Halloween, Trick or Treat, Pick of the Patch, and Witch's Brew. So this is a good deal. I mean, the magazine is only $9.99 retail. I think it's $8.95 on my website. Even if you only stitch 3 designs out of the magazine, you're more than getting your money's worth. So that's a really good deal. From Blackbird Designs, I have Lydia R. Cohagen. And we've got new designer to me. It's Par une nuit enchantée, One Enchanted Night. I love that. I love the white sleigh and the white reindeer. And then it's got, I don't know how well you can see it, but it's got a fox, a deer, a squirrel, and I think an owl in it. Summer Sweets Pin Keep. There's a whole, oops, cat hair, sorry. A whole series of these bird pin keep designs by Scattered Seed Samplers. All of them are really nice. Also by Couleur d'Etoile, which is the color of the stars. That's the name of the designer, Couleur d'Etoile. And this is Grand de Bordeaux, which is kind of like a string of thread. It's really cute. I love it. I love that little bird. It's got a touch of blue in the wings. Really delicate design. All right, we're getting down there. We did that one already. Nope, those are all duplicates. Then new to us, not a new design, is Lady Hera by Mirabilia. Look at that peacock, you guys. I mean, gosh, Nora Corbett is just so amazingly talented. It blows me away. Other designs by Mirabilia that I now have in stock are January's Garnet Fairy. I hope to get all of the months in. And then the Deco Spirits. Those are now in stock. Told you I had a lot this time. Plum Street Samplers, Christmas Mini Moon by Alessandra Adelaide Needleworks. I love this one. This is Christmas Owl. Look at his eyes. He's so cute. Fractor Flowers by Kathy Barrick. Birdie Abodes by Homespun Elegance. Button Button by Ink Circles. Blue Dreams by Barbara Anna Designs. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay, then I've got Little Liberties by Little Robin Designs. Well, I have one of those left. Spring Birdhouses by Tiny Modernist. That one. Then for bead packs, I've got the bead pack for Sunrise Greenhouse and Lady Hera and the January Garnet Fairy and Lotus and Water Reeds. And I have a bunch more bead packs to get in. And then I've got that Riviera Aqua in the 32 count. It's this really, really deep blue turquoise. All right, that's it for new inventory. And that should be it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up and a subscribe if you can. What's coming up is we have friends coming. So all of you know who watch know that we go up and help our farming friends in southern Minnesota every year. And we told them it was time to come down and drive to Iowa and come see us. So they are coming next weekend and just going to stay a couple nights. My husband gets home on Saturday, maybe Friday night. So I'm anxious to see him. And that's really all we have planned. No camping trips planned. I don't know what we're going to do in September. Middle of September, we are going to go see our daughter. Not for a working trip, for a pleasure trip, and go do some hiking, hopefully in Olympic Park, and do some shopping. We have a big trip coming up in December that I will tell you guys about in a couple more videos. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out the new inventory at cobwebcorner.com, and happy stitching, everybody. Bye-bye.